leaders weigh in on changes to upcoming Tobago Heritage Festival 2024. Nurse hopeful wants answers regarding unemployment. THA accused of managing deficit budget, and fishermen still finding oil deposits from Gulfstream barge. Good evening, I am Bianna Brebner. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Thursday, June 20th, 2024. Now to our top story. Many popular events such as the Pembroke Salaka Feast, the Lescotho Folktales and Superstition, and the Black Rock Wake Up Call and Sea Festival have been excluded from this year's Tobago Heritage Festival. Political leader of the Innovative Democratic Alliance and former secretary from the Division of Community Development and Culture, Dr. Denise Soyafat Angus, shared her thoughts on these changes during our Tobago Updates Good Morning Tobago. Ariana Scipio has the details.
Dr. Denise Soyafat Angus expressed disappointment at this year's Tobago Heritage Festival calendar of events. She said it tells her that people do not understand what the festival is about.
You go to Broadway and you see plays that have been going on for years and for generations. It's the same play. So why are we thinking that you don't want to see the same thing every year?
Dr. Soyafat Angus stated that although these plays are presented differently, the values and traditions are maintained in these productions. She also said even though the script is slightly different, there is still an understanding of traditions that can be passed on to other generations.
And so I don't think that idea of you want a new model for something different, it doesn't play within the Heritage Festival when you take out the classics such as the Pembroke Salaka Feast, your Lescotho Tales and Superstitions, your...
She is of the view that the Heritage Festival has been desecrated because its value is not understood. When asked about other communities participating in the festival, she shared that some communities sent proposals but were rejected.
And yes, some of the communities decided they didn't want to participate. Now that presents another question. Why didn't they want to participate? Is it that they no longer have persons to perform to do the performances with the community, and therefore that speaks to a larger issue?
Dr. Soyafat Angus questioned if there was a sustainable program to train people within communities to sustain the culture for future generations.
So it speaks to a larger issue when a community decides, okay, well, I don't feel that I have the capacity to put on this show this time, and therefore, you know, what is being done to address that? How did we get to this level?
She said that when she was the Secretary for Community Development and Culture, she understood that programs had to be put into communities to ensure the Heritage Festival is continued. Dr. Soyafat Angus also highlighted the economic benefits of the festival with the communities as the foundation, which she said the current THA administration does not understand. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
This year, the Tobago Heritage Festival will go ahead without events such as Lescotho Folktales and Superstition, Pembroke Salaka Feast, and Black Rock Sea Festival. Due to the funding changes for this year's festival, some villages opt not to host events. Political leader of the Progressive Democratic Patriots, Watson Duke, says this news saddens him.
So it's sad that after a few years in office, people are no longer interested in culture and their heritage. When one of the things about self-determination is that the cultural development of an island should always be left up to the people of the island to develop it.
Duke blamed Augustine-led THA administration for not ensuring the continuity of popular heritage events and suggested it might be because another plan was in play.
You may see a few people coming up and they may be renting the complex, the Shore Park Cultural Complex, to present a different type of heritage in Tobago, something that will only mock us.
Duke is not hopeful that the situation will change under Augustine's administration. Switching to some other news now, 40 nurses who the Tobago Regional Health Authority engaged wants answers about why they have yet to be called out to work despite having gone through orientation and been assured they were successfully employed. One of the nurses, Christopher Sebro, claimed that instead they have noticed other people who were not a part of their cohort being called out to work while they have been sitting at home waiting for almost a year.
We are employed with the TRHA because we already signed documents, right? We did a lot of running up and down, and it's unfair to us that actually people go and sign today and then tomorrow they get pulled in, which is totally unfair. Why they can't go through the same process that we went through?
Some of the nurses gathered outside the Shaw Park Cultural Complex today, hoping to meet with Chief Secretary Fali Augustine about their concerns. Despite reaching out, another nurse, Marvin Brasnell, explained they have yet to receive answers about their employment.
We was to go back in a couple weeks' time to sign the actual contract, right? To sign the actual contract.
This too much of us to sign on the day.
On the day. This is not to say we just went and we asked for a job and then we come out crying that we did not get a job. We was qualified, we was chosen, and we was there, we was present.
The nurses were unable to meet the Chief Secretary this morning. However, on Tuesday, Augustine stated he was aware of the problem and had ordered an investigation.
And so I asked the Secretary of Health to investigate the matter and to provide a report not just to me, but to also speak to the public about what might have transpired there. And if there was an issue, if something went wrong, that it needs to be rectified.
When contacted, Secretary of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Dr. Faith B. Israel, stated that the TRHA is in the midst of a recruitment drive and could not provide any updates on the nurses' concerns yet. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay with us.
Deltec Distributors Weekend Special Wings Friday. 3 pounds wings, 2.5 kilogram fries. Special 100 TT Soup Saturday. 2 pounds cube beef, 2 pounds cow heel, 2 pounds chicken foot, 2 pounds pigtail or smoked bone. Special $150. Super Sunday. 3 pounds leg and thigh chicken, 3 pounds sliced pork, 3 pounds lamb slice, 3 pounds cheese, 2 pack of pasta. Special $250. Located Main Road, Argyle, Tobago. We deliver 20 TT. Contact us on deltecdistributors.com 395-5040 or 237-0102. Deltec Distributors Weekend Special.
Welcome back. For this year's Tobago Heritage Festival, many things have changed. Groups participating in the festival now have to take charge of logistics and infrastructure for these events with a $200,000 sponsorship from the Tobago Festivals Commission. The political leader of the Innovative Democrats Alliance and former secretary of the Division of Community Development and Culture, Dr. Denise Soyafat Angus, said that there must be starting finances for the group to get started for the Heritage Festival. Here's more.
Regarding the issue of persons coming out to speak about the difficulty in getting resources needed to put on heritage events, Dr. Denise Soyafat Angus noted that the officers in the Community Development and Culture Department collaborated around this time. She shared that these officers would usually go into communities and lend assistance with proposals, scripts, and rehearsals.
I was talking to one of the groups and they reminded me that even during my tenure, I would go out to make sure that the rehearsals were being done and that they didn't need anything extra to go forward. And that moral support is always important.
She said there must be financial resources, at least a percentage upfront, so that the village groups can get started. Dr. Soyafat Angus stated that months of practice takes money.
You then have the persons who are going to be putting up the stage, it's not just a stage you're putting up, the decor and the creativity of the stage, all of those activities must be paid for, and therefore, you have to give them a percentage of money up front, and then towards the end, they also get the rest of the funding.
Dr. Soyafat Angus said it has to be a hand-in-hand approach. She noted that their needs must be known instead of just deciding what they get and not truly understanding what it takes.
Because I now understand that they would have been responsible for infrastructure. Do you know what it takes to put down infrastructure for a festival, one that you're going to charge?
She highlighted that infrastructure takes a lot of planning and arrangement. Moreover, Dr. Soyafat Angus said there are still entities waiting to be paid for cultural activities from 2022 to 2023 and currently, stating that things cannot continue like this. She shared what she did when she was in office.
When I came into office, I set down a policy that within 3 to 6 months, we have to find ways to pay and get those things out of the way. And so we would have worked really hard. If I heard of anyone who is not paid, we made sure and go in, find out what is the reason, and find a way to get them paid.
Right. When asked about her opinion on it being the technical staff's responsibility to go to administrators or the secretary in the Division of Tourism to ensure that checks are signed off and paid, Dr. Soyafat Angus said this was poor leadership and management. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Now to news regarding the oil spill. Oil deposits continue to be spotted by fishermen in the waters behind the ANR International Airport. This believed to originate from the Gulf Stream shipwreck near Cove, where work is ongoing to decant the vessel of the remaining 11,000 barrels of bunker fuel. Fishermen first detected oil in the area on June 5th. TEMA and the Office of the Chief Secretary assured them that one oil deposit escaped due to sea weather conditions and was spread by the current to southwest Tobago. It was said to be an isolated event. However, fishermen today posted a new video showing another oil deposit in the area. President of the All Tobago Fisherfolk Association, Curtis Douglas, is frustrated.
We would have alluded to TEMA, to the government of Trinidad and Tobago, to TNT Savage, and nothing has been done yet. So tell me, if this is not a conspiracy to destroy the fishing industry and the All Tobago Fisherfolk and their members.
According to Douglas, this new oil deposit affects a popular kingfish ground. He is worried about the impact it will now cause.
This cannot go on no longer. We are willing to take steps and actions now, because we awaiting instructions from TEMA, which have booms, absorbent booms that we could deploy where the fisher folk could contain that oil spill.
The All Tobago fisher folk has voiced concerns about the removal of oil booms from around the wreck and the risk it poses. However, the international company TNT Salvage and the Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries ordered the removal of the booms to allow work on the decanting and salvaging the vessel. Director of TEMA Alan Stewart was contacted for comment on this latest development, and we are still awaiting a response. You are watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Tobago Updates. Sports is next.
Notice is hereby given that the 63rd Annual General Meeting, AGM, of the Bethel Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited will take place using a hybrid format on Thursday, June 27th from 5 p.m. The physical location will be upstairs the Mount Marie branch office. The purpose of the meeting is to receive minutes of the 62nd Annual General Meeting, to receive reports as follows: statutory and board-appointed committees, report of the auditor and audited financial statements, to receive budgetary proposals for 2024, to elect officers, to approve general resolutions, and lastly to transact any other business that may properly come before the meeting. A digital copy of the AGM brochure is available on the website. Please visit our website at www.bethelcredituniontt.com or any one of our branches for further information.
Tobago, the date has been set. Saturday, June 22nd, we head to the Jade Monkey once again for the launch of their 2024 Jufi and Mass Band presentation for Tobago Carnival. On Saturday, June 22nd, we gather at the Jade Monkey to get a glimpse of the Jade Monkey Mass presentation for 2024, the Tobago Festival, and also the launch of the Jade Monkey Jufi, Monkey See, Monkey Do.
I come from the Twin Island.
Get ready for another year of Tobago Carnival with the best band in Tobago, Jade Monkey Mass and the Jade Monkey Jufi. So come out on June 22nd as we launch Monkey See, Monkey Do Jufi, and for Tobago Mass, the Tobago Festival's presentation, brought to you by the Jade Monkey. This one powered by Carib, Digicel, and Next 99.1 FM, a member of the TTT Limited Media Network. Jade Monkey.
Go down in the center, go down.
Countdown is on to the Tobago Public Service Day Expo 2024. Join us on July 5th at the Shore Park Complex to discover the dynamic world of public service where innovation meets dedication. Explore exciting careers, experience innovative services, enjoy interactive displays, and a whole lot more. Come join us on July 5th at the Shore Park Complex from 9:30 a.m. Visit the office of the Chief Secretary's Facebook page for details. Tobago Public Service Day Expo 2024. Public service now and beyond.
Welcome back. Here's an update on the Mason Hall Village League and the teams that will compete in the finals this Friday.
Russian FC and Castaro will compete in the final of the Mason Hall Village Football League this Saturday. In the semi-final doubleheader last Wednesday, Castaro needed penalties to overcome a resilient Hill Boys after the match ended goalless in regulation time. Conversely, Russian FC edged past Fort Knox VT with a 2-1 victory. In the shootout, Castara's captain Jeremy Williams missed Castara's second attempt with an extravagant attempt that sailed wide, delighting the Hill Boys goalkeeper. However, Hill Boys couldn't capitalize on the miss as their next penalty was saved. Castara then scored with a perfect kick, sending the keeper the wrong way. The scores were tied again with a flawless strike from Hill Boys. Castara took a 3-2 lead with a straightforward shot down the middle and then denied Hill Boys with another save by Nyron Walker in goal. Hakeem Legal sealed the victory for Castara. Meanwhile, for Russian FC, Shaquille Cox and Malik Wilson were on target. Wilson broke the deadlock in the 34th minute, finding space and time to pick his spot. The lead was doubled in the 66th minute with some help from Fort Knox goalkeeper. A minute later, Fort Knox VT were awarded a somewhat controversial penalty. With Hassani Allen converted. The final will take place on Saturday on the National Recreational Ground, starting at 5:30 p.m. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Sports.
Now to some cricket news featuring all-rounder Orlando James.
James, who has played for Trinidad and Tobago at every age group level, has been named captain of the Trinidad and Tobago under-19 cricket team. The team will participate in the regional under-19 tournament in St. Vincent and the Grenadines from July 2nd to 30th. Orlando is a proud product of the Jarrick Titans Cricket Academy in Tobago. Meanwhile, his older brother Joshua James is in Ireland with the West Indies Academy team, playing a series against the Ireland development team. Joshua has also been signed with the new Antigua franchise for the upcoming CPL T20 tournament starting in August. Additionally, young Fabrice Lynch is the only Tobagonian selected to represent the national under-13 team later this year. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
Stay with us, more news is next.
Sun Up Tobago is here. Join us on Saturday, July 6th from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Delta Compound Argyle for an unforgettable summer experience. Enjoy an all-inclusive experience with mouth-watering food, coolers are allowed, and Pets Island Vibe. This is a tickets-only event. Get your tickets now at Barco, Lust, and Pablo's Argyle. Don't miss out on the event of the summer. Sun Up Tobago, sponsored by Tobago Updates, V-Mobile, State Solutions, and Thorns Place.
Look at people in here tonight.
Need a fresh start? Upgrade your life with the things you want. At Standard Distributors in Canaan, life is good with zero. Get that amazing fridge, the stylish sofa with zero down and easy financing. Your dream house is within reach. Visit Standard Distributors today. Life is good with zero.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Welcome back. Ahead of Monday's THA budget reading, political leader of Progressive Democratic Patriots Watson Duke accused Chief Secretary Farley Augustine of managing a deficit budget. Speaking at a press conference at his party's headquarters in Scarborough, Duke explained that Augustine has failed to generate substantial revenue while not reinvesting the money into the community, as was promised on the election campaign trail. Candice Jackson has more details.
PDP leader Watson Duke has low expectations for the upcoming reading of the THA budget for fiscal 2025 by Chief Secretary Farley Augustine. He said that although the THA receives funding from the central government and raises over $225 million in taxes, it fails to generate substantial revenue to offset costs, making it another presentation of a deficit budget.
They were expecting to make $7.5 million, note the M, million dollars. That is ludicrous. It's laughable. It speaks to an economy that is damaged from the word get-go. When you begin with a deficit budget.
Duke stated that the economy of Tobago has not been doing well, and he has not seen any measures to suggest Augustine is trying to turn it around.
Maybe we are hard of hearing for standing and supportingly, quietly, the nonsense that are taking place in our society today. They have failed us. They have created a level of depression that has not seen since 1889.
Meanwhile, Duke was dismissive of Augustine's intention to plan a budget focused on funding the development of a THA police force. Instead, he suggested the budget should focus on other issues.
Tobagoans are talking self-determination. And in this budget coming up, I'm hoping that self-determination would have been the major issue.
He is also concerned about how the assets of the THA are being managed. Pointing to the newly renovated Manta Lodge Hotel in Speyside, Duke claimed that it was supposed to empower the community, not be out for tender to be managed by a private company.
We said we are going to create what is called a cooperative within that district. Yeah? The Speyside, Charleville, Lansome, Castara district, and put that cooperative to run Manta Lodge. Yeah? Because when people are invested into their own projects, they take care of it more.
He called on Augustine to explain why such promises to the people were not kept. Additionally, he wants reports in the budget reading to account for unfulfilled plans announced in last year's budget, such as the promise of 20 model homes to be constructed by the end of 2023. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Here's what to expect for the weather tonight into tomorrow from the TNT Met office. Tonight is generally fair and hazy, apart from odd brisk shower. The nighttime temperature should be around 26 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow is mainly sunny, hazy, and at times breezy, despite the low chance of odd isolated shower. A fair but hazy night is expected. Tomorrow's temperature should reach a high of 32 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 36 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate with waves near 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and near 1 meter in sheltered areas. Spring tides will be in effect tomorrow. Sunrise is at 5:41 and sunset at 6:25. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Let's recap the headlines before we go. Political leaders weigh in on changes to upcoming Tobago Heritage Festival 2024. Nurse hopefuls want answers regarding employment. THA accused of managing deficit budget, and fishermen still finding oil deposits from Gulfstream barge. I am Bianna Brebner. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.